Alright, so we wanted a little bit of time with the new MK before we put this list together to see if anyone would make a last-second effort to jump on it, but it turns out the game is so damn good nobody did. So here we go. Let's look at the crappiest combatants ever. Hey, I'm Stuttering Craig for ScrewAttack's Top 10 Worst Mortal Kombat Characters.
Number 10.
So who naturally would be the first to crack the top 10? That's right, Liu Kang's trainer. Bo Raicho's like the town drunk, except he can kick the crap out of you and vomit on you while doing so. How Liu Kang became such a Dragon Master is beyond us. I mean, it actually says more about Liu Kang than it does about Bo Raicho. In Deadly Alliance, everyone had a weapon to fight with. What was this, morons? A goddamn stick.
Number 9.
Hey, speaking of Liu Kang, how about you kill him off and make him a stinking zombie? What the hell were they thinking killing off a Mortal Kombat champion? Throw in that you gotta play through the entire Conquest mode just to unlock him, it makes it even worse. Oh, and speaking of that damn Conquest mode.
Number 8.
I hate this fucker. He was created just for Conquest mode.
Shujinko is kind of our next generation Liu Kang.
The next generation Liu Kang? But he's older and more boring. Hell, the dude grows old while you're playing the game. Does that tell you anything? God, I hate this old fucker.
You shall not pass.
Number 7.
In the world of MK, if there's a color, there was some ninja attached to it. And thus leads us to Rain. While he's actually kind of cool with his super back kick, there's just one major flaw we just can't get past. You see, he's purple. And his name is Rain. Like Purple Rain. The Prince song. Yes, this was done on purpose. No ninja should ever be named after a Prince song.
Number 6.
Hey, you ever see the movie Blade? Yeah, it was great. So how about we make a character that's pretty much a direct knockoff, except not being able to pull it off and turn him into a generic black guy? And now we have Darius.
Number 5.
Hey, you ever play as Ken in Street Fighter? Yeah, he was great. So how about we make a character that's pretty much a direct knockoff, except not be able to pull it off and turn him into a generic white guy? And now we have Cobra.
Number 4.
So you want to talk about getting lazy? You look at the character Meat. Let's take a generic model, strip him of his flesh, and call it a day. Now we realize he originated as an Easter egg in Mortal Kombat 4 where you could replace a character's skins with Meat's, lack of skin. But whereas cool tidbits like this have resulted in cool characters in the past, it just wasn't so with Meat. Can you imagine being hit with no skin? That would burn like a mother.
Number 3.
They say never bring a gun to a knife fight. Or maybe that's the other way around. Either way, Stryker says fuck that and does it anyways. And we hate him for it. Look at this slob. He's overweight, he has a freaking bike cop shirt and doesn't even have an official badge. Plus he wears a backwards hat. What kind of moron in this day and age wears a backwards hat? What a douche. Sure, they try to make him cooler in the new MK, but the damage is already done. The scars are too deep. There are just some points in MK history where you can turn to things and say, that's where things started to suck. Stryker was one of those points.
Number 2.
By the time Deadly Alliance and Armageddon came along, you could tell somebody was running out of ideas midway. You want to know how we know? They put a dude in a goddamn motion capture suit in the game. What the hell were they thinking? Nobody wants to play as a dude with balls on his body. We love Ed Boon, but at some point, somebody said to him, hey, Ed, I got this great idea for a new character. How about we put Carlos in the game? And at this point, Ed should have said, no, bitch, and bitch slapped the fool and fired him on the spot. I mean, this may be the worst idea for a fighting game character ever. Or is it? Alright, so let's take a look at the recap before we get to the worst combatant ever. Number 10, Bo Raicho. Number 9, Zombie Liu Kang. Number 8, Shujinko. Number 7, Purple Rain. Number 6, Darius. Number 5, a generic white guy. Number 4, Meat. Number 3, Stryker. And number 2, a fucking guy with balls all over his body.
It's number 1.
Hey, it's Motaro. Yeah, this dude was cheap in MK3. Like, annoyingly cheap. But at the same time, he was cool, firing lasers out of his tail and being able to reflect projectiles. Then why, on God's green earth, would they take his one defining feature, being a four-legged centaur, and take that away from him? I have no idea, but they did. He went from this to this. This to this. I don't think I need to go any further as to how ridiculously stupid this is. Look! There are things in the MK universe that don't make sense. But this takes the whole damn cake. Centaur, two-leg man. What the hell?